Have you ever stopped and asked yourself this question? Why do I, or the people I love, wake up over and over again at night just to use the bathroom? You lie down hoping for rest, but instead, your night becomes a marathon of walking back and forth in the dark, and by morning, you're not refreshed, you're drained, irritable, weak. Now here's something most people never realize. Poor sleep isn't just about being tired. It steals more than your rest. It slowly robs your memory. It weakens your immunity. It makes you more likely to fall, to get injured, to feel depressed. And for seniors, every restless night is like shaving away little pieces of your strength, your independence, and your joy. But what if I told you the solution isn't always in another pill or another complicated medical procedure? What if the real relief is hidden in something so simple, so natural, you could start tonight? Imagine gently pressing 3 specific spots on your body before bed, and finally sleeping through the night. No more constant bathroom runs. No more dragging yourself through the day like a shadow of who you used to be. Just rest. Peaceful, healing rest. Now think about this for a second. How many more nights are you willing to lose? How many more mornings do you want to wake up exhausted, watching your health slowly slip away? If you think you can just push through, be honest. Has that worked so far? If not, then you owe it to yourself to learn this, because here's my promise to you. By the time we're done, you'll know the 3 powerful pressure points that can calm your bladder before bed. You'll know why they work, and you'll know how to use them properly in less than 2 minutes each night. And I'm not just stopping there. I'll also share surprising diet tips, evening rituals, and little mistakes that many seniors unknowingly make that make their nighttime bathroom problem even worse. But before I go deeper, let me ask you something important. If you're listening right now and you want to sleep soundly without interruptions, go ahead and type in the comments, "all night sleep." Why? Because when you declare it out loud, even in a comment, you're taking the first step toward change. Don't just watch silently, own your health. And one more thing, I need to be real with you. If you're the kind of person who just listens but never acts, if you'd rather complain about your problems than take simple steps to fix them, you might as well scroll away now. But if you truly care about your health, or the health of your parents, your grandparents, even your partner, then subscribe to Elderly Spring right now, because every week we drop proven, practical tips that are literally keeping people stronger, sharper, and more independent. And if you choose not to subscribe, I want you to sit with this question: why am I okay risking my health when help is right here for free? And just so you know, if you want even more support beyond what I'll share here, check out the Elderly Spring Sleep Wellness Kit I've linked below. It's a simple system to help you combine these pressure point routines with easy lifestyle changes, so you can finally experience deep, uninterrupted sleep. So, are you ready? Because what I'm about to show you could make tonight the last night you ever struggle with bathroom trips again. Spot 1, the lower abdomen point. Let's begin with the first spot, your lower abdomen. I want you to picture this. An elderly man named George, 75 years old, living quietly with his wife. Every night George drinks less water, hoping it will help. He stops drinking after 6 p.m. He avoids tea, he avoids soup, he avoids everything liquid. Yet, almost like clockwork, he still wakes up 4, sometimes 5 times a night. He stumbles in the dark, bumping into furniture, gripping the wall for balance, exhausted. His wife lies awake too, because his tossing and turning wakes her up. Their nights have turned into battles instead of rest. Now here's the twist. George's neighbor, a retired nurse, sees him one morning, looking pale and worn out. She shares a little-known routine. She tells him, "George, before you go to bed, press this one point on your lower abdomen, gently, with your palm, just for 2 minutes. Do it every night." George laughs at first. It sounds too simple, but he tries it, and within 1 week his nights are different. Not perfect, but instead of 5 trips, it's down to 1. For the first time in years, George sleeps for hours in a row. His energy returns, his mood changes, His wife looks at him with relief. Now you might wonder, why does this work? The answer is actually logical. That lower abdomen point sits right over your bladder muscles and pelvic floor. When you press it gently, you're calming down the overactive nerve signals that keep waking you up. You're also releasing tension in the muscles that sometimes squeeze unnecessarily at night, creating that sudden urge. But let's clear up a common misconception. So many people believe that cutting back on fluids completely solves nighttime urination. In fact, some seniors even stop drinking water after lunch, thinking it will help. The truth? That actually irritates the bladder even more. A dry bladder becomes overactive. Dehydration makes your urine more concentrated, which triggers even more urgency at night. So instead of starving your body of water, you need balance. Hydrate well during the day, and use techniques like this pressure point to calm the bladder at night. So how do you do it correctly? Here's what works. Place your hand flat, right below your belly button. Apply gentle but firm pressure, about 2-3 minutes. Breathe slowly as you do it, in through your nose, out through your mouth. The deep breathing signals your nervous system to calm down, working hand in hand with the pressure. Do this while sitting on your bed, right before lying down. Now let me guilt trip you for a second. If you're hearing this and thinking, maybe I'll try it later, ask yourself this. How many nights do you want to lose before you act? How many more mornings do you want to wake up tired, dizzy, or even risking a dangerous fall in the dark? Don't wait. If you care about your health or about someone you love, commit tonight. And if you truly believe your health matters, hit that subscribe button right now. Because if you don't, tomorrow will look just like yesterday, tired, restless, and frustrating. And I don't want that for you. Now, while the lower abdomen is powerful, it's not the only area. In fact, the second spot is one most people don't even think affects their bladder at all. Spot 2, the ankle point. Let's move down to the ankle. This is where Mary's story comes in. Mary is 72. She's active, still enjoys gardening, still cooks her family's Sunday dinners, but every night she faces 2 problems: swollen ankles and constant bathroom trips. She tries elevating her feet. She reduces her salt. She even takes water pills prescribed by her doctor, but the problem continues. She feels trapped in her own body. Then one evening at her senior yoga class, her instructor shows her a point on the inner ankle, right near that bony bump. She tells Mary to gently massage it before bed, in small circles. Mary is skeptical, but she tries. Within days, she notices something surprising. Not only do her bathroom trips reduce, but her ankle swelling eases. Her legs feel lighter. Her sleep becomes deeper. Why does this happen? The ankle point is part of the body's kidney and bladder energy pathway. In simple terms, massaging it helps your body manage fluid better. It reduces swelling, calms the bladder's urgency signals, and supports circulation. Think of it like pressing a reset button for your body's nighttime fluid balance. Now, here's a misconception that many people believe. Swollen ankles at night always mean heart problems, or only come from eating too much salt. While those can be factors, they're not the whole story. Sometimes it's about how the body processes fluids once you lie down. If your circulation is weak, or if your kidneys are working overtime, that extra fluid shifts around, often triggering your bladder at night. The ankle point helps restore balance. So how do you use it? Sit comfortably on your bed. Take your thumb or fingers and gently massage the area just above your inner ankle bone in slow circles. Do this for 3-5 minutes. For even better results, pair it with a warm foot soak or a warm compress. Not only will this relax your ankle and bladder, but it will also calm your entire body for sleep. Let me ask you this. Are you really going to keep ignoring simple solutions like this while your nights continue to suffer? Or will you take action? If you're serious about getting better rest, prove it. Subscribe right now. If you don't, then I want you to go into the comments and write why. Tell me why your comfort, your health, your independence isn't worth one free click. Because if you can't answer that, You already know what the right choice is, but the ankle point still needs its partner, the third spot, that truly unlocks nighttime calm for the bladder. Spot #3. The lower back, sacrum point. Now, the third spot, your lower back, specifically the sacrum, the area just above your tailbone. David's story makes this clear. David is 68. He has stiff lower back muscles from years of construction work. He also wakes up 3 or 4 times every night to use the bathroom. He believes the two problems are separate, his back pain on one side and his bladder on the other. But then his physical therapist shows him something shocking. The nerves in the sacrum directly control bladder contractions. In other words, his back and bladder are deeply connected. So David begins a new routine. Before bed, he stands against a wall with a tennis ball, rolling it gently against his lower back. At first, it feels tender, but after a week, something changes. His back stiffness eases. And more importantly, he starts sleeping longer stretches without waking up to rush to the bathroom. Here's the science behind it. Your sacral nerves send the signals that tell your bladder when to contract. If those nerves are tight, irritated, or overactive, your bladder wakes you up unnecessarily. By relaxing this area before bed, you reduce those overactive signals, allowing your bladder to rest, and you too. Now let's address another misconception. Many people believe bladder problems have nothing to do with the back. But your spine and your bladder are like old friends. They're connected in ways most people overlook. If your lower back is stiff, or if you sit too long without stretching, your bladder will often pay the price at night. So here's what to do. Stand with your back against a wall. Place a tennis ball or a soft massage ball right against your sacrum and lean gently. Roll it slowly for about 1 or 2 minutes. Or, if you prefer, use the palm of your hand to apply gentle circular pressure to the same area while lying in bed. These 3 spots, the abdomen, the ankle, and the sacrum, are powerful on their own. But together, they can completely transform your nights. But let's not stop there. To really make this effective, let's talk about the lifestyle habits that either support or sabotage your progress. Let's start with diet. What you eat and drink in the evening makes or breaks your nights. Avoid caffeine, alcohol, and spicy foods late at night. They stimulate your bladder and make things worse. Instead, go for calming choices, like bananas, oats, or chamomile tea before bed. These don't just soothe your body, they reduce bladder irritation. In fact, let's make this interactive. What's your go-to bedtime snack or drink? Share it in the comments. I want to see how many of you are unknowingly making your nights harder. Next, your evening routine. Gentle stretches before bed help relax your muscles and your bladder. Dim the lights an hour before sleep. Keep your bedroom cool. And here's a key one. Don't skip your pre-bed bathroom visit. But don't force it either. Emptying too early or too aggressively can actually confuse your bladder. And finally, the mistakes. The habits that sabotage your progress. Some seniors overhydrate right before bed, thinking it will help them flush out. Others sit all evening in one chair, letting fluid pool in their legs instead of circulating. Many ignore the early signs of bladder changes, waiting until the problem becomes severe. Please, don't do this to yourself. Small actions tonight can save you years of struggle later. Now, I'll say this one last time. If you value your health, subscribe now. If you don't, then head into the comments and explain why you've decided your sleep, your safety, and your independence aren't worth it. Because those who take action will wake up tomorrow feeling better, and those who don't will stay stuck in the same cycle. Which side are you on? Let's pause for a moment and be honest. Waking up over and over again at night is more than just a small inconvenience. It's exhausting. It drains your spirit. It steals away the joy of simple mornings, the energy to play with your grandkids, the focus to read your favorite book, the strength to walk outside and enjoy the sunshine. I know for some of you, every trip to the bathroom feels like climbing a mountain in the dark. You shuffle your feet, hoping not to stumble. Your heart beats faster because deep down, you're afraid of falling. And even if you make it back to bed safely, your sleep is broken. By morning, your body feels older than it really is, and that sadness you carry, that's not just from tiredness, it's from feeling like you're losing control of your own life. But please hear me clearly, you are not alone. Thousands of seniors face the same struggle every night, and just because it's common doesn't mean it's normal, and it certainly doesn't mean you're powerless to change it. Tonight, I want you to see things differently, because now you hold something powerful. You're not at the mercy of endless bathroom trips anymore. You're not doomed to restless nights. You now hold 3 simple tools: your own hands, your own awareness, your own choices. Think about that. Relief doesn't always come from another prescription, another doctor's visit, or another sleepless night of worry. Sometimes it comes from pressing 3 small spots on your body, from breathing deeply, from choosing the right evening habits. This isn't about helplessness anymore, it's about empowerment. For the first time in years, you can take charge. You don't need to suffer quietly. You don't need to tell yourself, "Well, I'm old. I guess this is just how it is." No. Aging doesn't mean surrendering. Aging means growing wiser, learning new ways to care for yourself, and proving that your nights, your rest, and your dignity still belong to you. So here's what I want you to do tonight. Not tomorrow. Tonight. Before you go to bed, try these 3 spots: the lower abdomen, the ankle, and the sacrum. Give them just a few minutes of gentle attention, and then pay attention to your night. Keep a simple sleep diary. Write down how many times you wake up. Write down how rested you feel in the morning. Do this for a week. You will notice changes. Maybe the first night you go from 5 bathroom trips to 3. Maybe by the 3rd night you're sleeping 4 hours straight for the first time in years. And with each small victory, your confidence will grow. But let me guilt trip you here, because I care. If you hear this and you don't try it, then you are choosing tiredness over rest. You're choosing frustration over relief. And I don't understand why anyone would make that choice when the solution is right here. Don't just listen. Do it. And if you truly mean it when you say you want to sleep better, prove it. Subscribe right now. Because if you can't even click one button to protect your health, then how will you ever take bigger steps when life demands them? Think about that. Let me reassure you, better sleep is not out of reach. It's closer than you think. With patience, with consistency, and with love for your own body, peaceful nights can return. Every time you press those points, every time you make a healthier evening choice, you're sending a message to yourself. I deserve rest. I deserve strength. I deserve peace. And that message matters, because the more you honor your body, the more your body will honor you in return. So don't give up. Don't believe the lie that sleepless nights are just part of aging. They don't have to be. You have tools, you have hope, and you have the power to turn your nights into something beautiful again. So, let's bring it all together. Tonight, you've learned 3 powerful spots that can change your nights. The lower abdomen point, calming the bladder muscles and easing urgency. The ankle point, releasing fluid tension and supporting circulation. And the lower back, the sacrum point, relaxing the nerves that control your bladder. Each of these spots works like a partner in your journey to better sleep. Alone, they bring relief. Together, they create a calmness in your body that allows you to rest through the night. Now here's my challenge for you. Don't just let this be another video you watch and forget. Your body deserves better. Your nights deserve better. And the truth is, if you've listened all the way here but you do nothing, you'll wake up tomorrow facing the exact same struggles. Why put yourself through that when the solution is literally in your hands right now? So let me ask you directly, which of these 3 spots are you going to try first tonight? The lower abdomen, the ankle, or the lower back? Comment below and let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and your answer might even encourage someone else who's feeling hopeless. And listen, if you're watching this but you don't comment, I want you to think about why. Are you afraid of admitting you're struggling, or are you just too comfortable with sleepless nights? Don't hide in silence. Say something. Your comment could be the spark that changes your life, or even someone else's. And if you found this video helpful in any way, make sure you subscribe to Elderly Spring right now. Because this channel is not just about videos, it's about giving you strength, independence, and the knowledge to take care of yourself and the people you love. But let me guilt trip you for a moment. If you keep watching without subscribing, ask yourself, why am I okay taking wisdom without committing to my own health? Why would I walk away when one small click can keep life-changing knowledge coming to me every single week? Don't be that person who only complains but never takes action. Hit that subscribe button. Show yourself that your health matters. And one last thing before we close. If you're serious about putting all of this into practice and you want step-by-step guidance, don't forget to check the description for the Elderly Spring Sleep Wellness Kit. I designed it to work hand in hand with these natural techniques. Inside, you'll find simple routines, practical checklists, and supportive tools that make it easier than ever to get the deep, uninterrupted sleep your body craves. Don't just watch, equip yourself. The link is waiting for you right below. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Remember, better sleep isn't just about rest. It's about protecting your memory, your mood, your strength, and your joy. Here's to peaceful nights, stronger days, and a healthier, more vibrant you. This is Elderly Spring, wishing you calm evenings, brighter mornings, and a future filled with energy and hope. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.